love that steam. I'm a big fan of the steamer. This is the Steamforce 1800W iron and electronic steamer as well, a steam pump. It's more than a blast, as we like to say, and it comes at an incredible value. The retail value here, $126.33. Your savings today, over $50. Plus, you've got a great easy pay, $18.97. Be 36171. We love brand new today. We love the latest and greatest in technology, and we love the fact that we can trust a brand that over 3 million have been picked up here at the Q. Hello, Diana
my
Irvine.
friend. Nice to be with you.
It's great to be spring cleaning and ironing and steaming with you.
And I'm excited to be back on air with Elise Ivy because I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
It's been a while.
Well, we were joking before the show, and I said, do you remember the first time that we got to present an iron together? And you scared me with the steam because it was so powerful.
Yeah.
She said, you just wait. You haven't even seen power until you've seen this one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
This is a really neat technology. So, you know, in the world of good, better, best when it comes to Rowenta, this is definitely best. This is the most sophisticated high-end technology that we've ever offered, and it's called Steamforce. And let me give you a little tour of the iron so you can understand the difference. So, an iron may look the same to you when it comes to Rowenta, but this one is far different. So here you have our high polished stainless steel soap plate with 400 micro steam holes and a concentrated zone right up here that allows you to get around the buttons, the cuffs, the collars with the tip of the iron. This is an 1800-watt iron, by the way, the most you can get by US law, 1800, with what they call a Steamforce injection pump. What does that mean to you? Well, in the past, all other Rowentas drip water onto the soap plate, which then is very hot and converts it to steam. With this iron, it has a pump, an electronic pump that precisely meters the water onto the soap plate, giving you huge bursts of steam. Like we were joking because this doesn't even seem like a burst. This seems like a blast of steam.
It is. It's a blast of steam, but there's also so many safety features.
There's so many safety features. So what's nice about this is that after 8 minutes, if you were to walk away, it'll shut off on its own. So there's some peace of mind. If it falls over on its soap plate or side, 30 seconds. It's also an auto steam iron. So what does that mean? Well, there's another great feature for you, especially if you're not hugely confident with ironing. When you get this home, you fill it with tap water, 30-second heat up time, and then you're going to use this dial to set the temperature. And I'm going to show you something cool about that in a minute. But with auto steam, you turn this lever on auto steam. There's a little like plume of steam there. And now this iron, using its smart intelligence technology, knows exactly how much steam to pump out based on where you set it. So let's talk about the setting, because this is something you've also not seen. This is why this is the top of the line technology. In the past, you had to be able to move the dial and kind of check where you are. But now, because it has a digital readout, as I move the dial, you're going to see that it's actually going down and lighting up based on the type of fabric that I'm selecting.
So you're telling me if I have a silk shirt that I love and I'm too nervous to, you know, iron it or steam it, well, you're obviously not gonna iron it, but now it's going to choose how much steam is released
based on the kind of fabric that you're setting.
Amazing.
Yes, so
amazing.
This is, so if that doesn't blow your mind and this steam burst doesn't blow your mind, how about an iron that is so powerful that if you never used it as a board iron, but you simply used it as an upright steamer, would be worth the price of admission? This is a men's sport coat. Instead of taking this to the dry cleaner because it's wrinkly, how about a few bursts of steam with your Steamforce iron to take care of that? This is the type of technology you get from Rowenta. Over 100 years in the business, continuing to innovate and give you technology for great garment care that you don't have to be a professional to know how to use it, because it is the professional tool that gives you the professional result, but for all of us at home.
I appreciate that you said that. I'm going to just be very honest. I am not a professional when it comes to steaming and ironing, but this is the tool I would want because it makes me get those professional results.
Yes.
That's what I appreciate about it. I also was telling Diana, for me personally, I steam my clothes. That's what I do. But occasionally you need an iron, right? Some people choose to always iron their clothes. No matter if you're the steamer like me or you're the ironer. Are you a both?
I'm a both.
You're a both. Then this is the tool for you. It doesn't matter who you are. This is the tool that does everything.
Every home needs an iron. Let's think about it. There will be times where you need an iron.
You do. You need one.
But if you dread ironing, my guess is this. Is this what your iron looks like? I know why you don't like ironing. I didn't like ironing growing up, having to iron my dad's shirts with this. It didn't work. I was trying to press the wrinkles out. Here's the difference. Look at it. It just, they don't even look like they're from the same, you know, era, but they are.
So all of the different little dots that are
The
right
holes,
here,
yeah.
those are holes that steam is actually coming out
You got
of,
it.
right?
Yes. So
incredible.
Here's your brand X iron. You can get it for 20, 30, 40 bucks at a drugstore if you wanted. 22 holes. You can see not many holes. You can see that it looks scratched up because it is. It has square corners to it. This is the difference. 400 holes in our iron, 400, with a huge, huge burst of steam that allows you.
No drip technology.
And no drip technology, auto off. You have everything you could want in an iron. And then here's the difference. Inside this iron, you have a steam chamber that's about the size of a teaspoon. Here's inside of a Rowenta, the blue. So this steam chamber fills with water based on the pump system that precisely meters and pumps it out, and then you get this huge burst of steam with 1800 watts. I will also bet you that most irons, when you go to buy them at the big box stores or the grocery stores or the drug stores, they are not 1800 watts. They're usually around 11 or 1200. That's the reason why people don't like to iron, because they're buying mediocre products.
All right, this is our QVC 2 big deal. What does that mean? Well, it means it's our best value of the day. I'm excited that it's coming from a company that's been here at the Q for about 25 years with over 3 million irons and steamers picked up. You know this is a brand that we really love and that we trust here, and that you do too as well. I encourage you, of course, to read the reviews on Rowenta anytime you like, but because it's our QVC 2 big deal, you know you're getting a great value, but unfortunately that value will be going away quickly. 4 easy payments available for $18.97. 5 easy payments if you choose to use your Q card today. But let's take a look at that retail value, $126 and change. So your savings is over $50 today. Can we talk about how much you can spend in one dry cleaning trip? Take 5 shirts.
And a bunch of mediocre irons over your lifetime.
Oh my word.
These are meant to
Well,
last.
not only that, I tell you what, one iron that ruins one shirt
There you go.
costs
There's your
more
cost.
than your QVC 2 big deal right now.
You got it. And that's a really good point.
Thank you.
If you buy a tool
I've
that
done
doesn't
that.
work and you ruin your garment, well, now you got to replace the garment too.
I've melted something before. I've burned something before.
Yeah,
this is
and
why I
that's-
became a steamer.
And that's why it gets frustrating, because people have had nightmare ironing stories. But if you have a great tool, it makes a difference. The other thing that's great about Rowenta, not only do you get great steam, you use regular tap water. So I'm actually going to fill this iron for you. The other thing that has always been a customer request is that they wanted to have a clear water tank. So one that you could see the water filling. So that's something that they've added to this as well. So I don't know if there you go. It's going to start filling up. And so what's nice is it's an extra large tank. I'm just using tap water. I just grabbed a bottle.
I really appreciate that. That is not something I want to have to think about. I just want to
No, you don't want to overfill it and be burdened.
Yeah, call it
just
a day.
tap water and go. And that's what see how easy this is? Fills right in.
The other day I picked up a few things from the dry cleaner and I was like, this costs like as much as the shirt costs, you know? It was one of those moments where I thought, this is ridiculous. If it doesn't necessarily need to be cleaned, it just needs to be steamed or it needs to be pressed.
Why am I paying all that money?
Why? Why are we taking, not to mention the hassle of going there. We all know that, right?
I mean, how much is your time worth? If you're thinking, okay, it's time to replace an iron, I'm gonna finally get a Rowenta, I've always wanted one, or maybe wedding season's coming, graduations are coming. First impressions are lasting impressions. If you're investing in a tool for someone, buy them the best. Buy yourself the best.
That's
you
a great
deserve
point. You know what? I mean, get something off their registry and then get them something that's going to be incredibly useful and something that they're going to use for years. Let's talk about that. Rowenta is something you're going to have for years.
Absolutely. And I wish, I wish we would get more people who've used Rowenta to call in here on Q2.
Well, our testimonial
I'd love to hear you.
Yeah,
I know you've had them for years, but you're right. It was made to last, made in Germany. People have told me for years, 5, 10, 15, 20 years with their different Rowentas because they're built in Germany. They're engineered in Germany. This is a silk charmeuse. Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we were on this. We were doing silk.
And I think steaming's important. I think in the 21st century, we're all busy and we just have so much going on, and you want to be able to just do things quickly.
Wait a minute, cashmere?
Cashmere.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so I love this, Elise, because people don't realize you can literally steam any fabric. You think cashmere, which is delicate and you wouldn't want to board iron and you may not even know how to deal with it.
No, to be honest with you, I just folded up all my sweaters and put them away, and I was thinking, boy, when I take these out, I'm going to have to bring them all to the dry cleaner. It's going to be so expensive. I was literally thinking that, but look at that.
It's
just
perfect.
freshen up. You don't have to.
Freshen it up, and then how about this?
Suede?
This
My
is
word.
leather, girl, yep. And which is amazing. So you can touch up any fabric. It is safe to steam
Look at that.
any fabric. So something with embellishments perhaps. You wouldn't put this on a board because you would probably melt the sequins. But if you need to freshen it, you need to de-wrinkle it, you need to get the little folds out of it if you just got it home in the mail and it's folded, use your iron as a steamer. 400 micro steam holes designed to evenly distribute the steam so that it penetrates the wrinkles and then drops them out.
Now this is the latest technology that Rowenta's come up with.
line.
Top of the line. So we are talking the Rolls Royce of.
You got
now
it.
there you can see just pouring in tap water.
Yeah, just tap water, regular tap water. You know, part of the reason for that is our technology. You set the dial and you can see now we have a digital display to show you what fabric you're on. But what's nice is because we create our own thermostats and our technology is meant to use the minerals in your water. That's why we don't cut it with spring water or distilled water. You use your regular tap water. That gives you the most effective and the biggest burst of steam, which, talking bursts of steam, this actually puts out 210 grams of steam. So let me give you an illustration.
Okay.
In a regular Rowenta iron, which is awesome, you get 50 grams of steam.
Is that right?
50. Do the math.
That's why we're saying this isn't a burst, it's a blast.
This is a blast
of steam. Now this is obviously
This
linen.
is the thickest linen I've
Okay.
ever seen.
Well, not only
It
that, I
is
mean,
so thick.
First of all, linen, very popular, especially now that we're getting into the warmer months here. It looks so fresh and so fabulous in the summertime, but we all know what linen does. Linen wrinkles.
I think linen wrinkles when you look at it.
It does. It has a real attitude, you know? but we can fix that attitude real quickly.
We can. We got you covered. We got you seriously covered.
So 1,500 of these already spoken for since this launch. It's the QVC 2 big deal, which means it's our best value of the day. It's 4 easy payments of less than $19. Let me ask you, you know, it's one of these questions that maybe we don't think about that often, but when's the last time you replaced your iron? When's the last time you gave yourself the gift of making life a little bit easier, right?
That's a great question.
Well, it's a time saver.
Yes.
When something's a time saver, it's making your life a little bit easier, and you don't have that struggle anymore. You know, honestly, I was that person that had a little bit of a struggle with ironing. Cargo pants, the worst.
All right, I'm going to give you.
Oh boy.
I'm going to give you, because
Here we go.
you can do this.
I know
All
it.
right, so I'm going to turn it on auto steam, but I'm also going to let you use the burst. So
Okay.
use the tip of the iron and get in and around the pockets.
Well, see, first of all, it has the shape of it is already
It's great,
more
isn't it great?
helpful.
And then
you
you're
can
using
get
the
around
tip, you're getting around the buttons, and you
There we
can't do that with a standard iron, and you certainly can't do that with a steamer.
There we go.
So these are the kind of pants that you get out of the dryer.
Oh, and this and the
Yeah,
and
so
the,
flatten
yep,
that
there we
right
go.
out.
There we go.
Okay, so you've never used this iron before. I know
Never.
you've used a Rowenta before, but
I
you are a
have.
steaming fan.
Yes.
How hard is it? How hard truly is it?
It's not hard.
No, it's not hard, exactly.
Look at that.
She's looking at me like, I can't believe you did this to
Don't-
me, Diana.
you know what?
And look how good that is.
No, I'm not saying that. I was just having flashbacks of when I was like in high school and my mom was giving me chores and I was like, please no ironing, please no ironing. I'll do anything.
But why?
Why?
Let's talk about
because
that.
It was
I think other people
frustrating.
feel that way.
Because I felt like I was going to burn something. Because I felt like I was going to mess up the fabric. Because I felt like I couldn't get in between the buttons.
Yeah.
Because I was
Because the
nervous
wrinkles
about
didn't
being
go away
burned
when you
because-
tried,
yeah,
right?
there were no safety features
Yeah.
on it for all of those reasons.
Yes.
Talk to me again about the safety features because we're talking a lot about the power.
Yes.
And with that power comes, ooh, am I going to be able to do this? And I'm a little nervous, right?
Absolutely. So there are a lot of safety features built in. First of all, it's a hot iron, so you don't touch the iron with with your hand or anything. But this is something that if you were to set it and walk away, 8 minutes, it will shut off on its own. So we've all done it,
Yeah.
right? You're late for work or you're busy and you don't realize you forgot. No worries. If it were to fall on the sew plate or on its side, 30 seconds and it shuts off on its own.
Amazing.
So really designed to give you that peace of mind along with that professional result. And I love how you mentioned, like, why not give yourself a gift? Like, how much is your time worth?
Seriously.
You're worth it.
Well, and your energy, because this
And your
takes
energy,
minimal
exactly.
energy, which I appreciate. I also love the fact that this doesn't drip. Every iron I've ever used
Do you know why this
has
doesn't drip?
dripped. Why?
Well, because 1800 watts of power is what keeps the iron super hot. When the iron stays super hot, then it converts to steam rather than leaking the water out. That's the problem with your typical drugstore irons. They don't have that heat power. They don't have the wattage. So because this has the wattage, it keeps it hot. Now I'm going to show you something else that's cool. I didn't tell you about this.
Okay.
All right, so in traditional irons, when you put it in this position on auto steam, it will steam automatically, okay?
Okay.
So when this iron's not moving, no steam comes out. This has a special intelligence